Okay, so sup everybody. So welcome back to the fourth episode of No Money Let's Talk podcast. I'm Jason, I'm the main host for today, and I'm joined by two other people, which is Christina and Weng. So wanna say hi to our viewers?
Hi guys.
Okay, sup. Okay, so before we start, alright, I want to hear how much are you willing to spend on a pair of sneakers?
How much?
Yeah, how much?
Previous to spend? I normally spend around 300 to 400 only, maximum.
300 to 400
Yeah.
maximum. Christina?
For me, maximum 500 to 600 lah.
Ui, baller. For me, I think maybe 100 to 200. Today we have a guest who does sneaker reselling, okay? And this is not just any normal sneakers, okay? We are talking about sneakers that are worth all the way up to more than 1,000 ringgit, thousands even, okay? So let's welcome today's guest of the day, Kien Siang. So you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys.
Sup.
Okay, so my name is Kien Siang. I'm 20 years old this year. So actually I'm doing degree business and e-commerce in Hangzhou Normal University, and I did a year of foundation in UCSI, and then I just went to the interview, and I'm doing online class now and selling sneakers as a side hustle lah. Yeah.
Okay, so since you said you are selling sneakers as a side hustle, right? And I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know about this sneaker reselling kind of things. So let's debunk some myths, right? Okay, so the first thing is sneakers just for the young people, just for youngsters?
Not really. Actually, the adults are willing to spend more than youngsters, I guess, because they have more income. From what I observe in the Facebook group, etc. But there are also a lot of youngsters that spends quite a lot on sneakers. Yeah.
But when you say adults, are the adults usually 30 years old, 20 to 30, or even 40s to 50s?
30 years old something, I guess, from my observation. Yeah, because they have more income, I guess.
Okay, and another thing is how do you ensure that that specific sneaker that you hold on to is authentic? There's so much fake shoes from China and stuff like that. Yeah.
Actually, it's very hard to differentiate. Because some fakes, they are even more better quality than the authentic one. So actually, what I do when I purchase from someone, I just ask where your stock's from. Is it from retailer or something? And then I will do a legit check post he got reference or not. So I make sure the shoe is authentic. And the other way is you can snap the photos and then you upload to some legit check platform. They charge you some fees, and then you'll see the result over there. Yeah.
So is there a barcode provided?
Yeah, actually every shoe tag inside with the barcode and size, etc. Yeah.
Then how about what's your opinion on youngsters spending so much money to buy these sneakers and everything?
I mean, you buy what you love. Yeah, so that's okay, I think.
Okay, cool.
Do they normally spend it just for the sake of collection, or they spend it for the sake of reselling? Based on the people that you know.
I think a lot are spending for reselling now, but collection wise also got a lot . But from what I see, it's more reselling purpose. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that we've debunked some of the myths regarding sneakers, right? So now let's move on to what and how you do your sneaker reselling. So first things first is how did you when did you start and how do you get into this field? Yeah.
I think way around I checked around 2019 and June.
2019.
Yeah, so I did this about 1 year plus. So that time there's a retailer, they do the shoes raffle, and then I just enter lah. Then I check my email, I won that draw. Then I just go through the Facebook group and saw people buying it like above the retail price. Then I just sell it to him, and then I earn some profit, and then I just started to go into this field slowly.
Okay, when you talk about June 2019, was it an Air Jordan release or Yeezy release?
Yeah.
Air Jordan release, right?
Yeezy release was way crazy
back, right?
back then.
Yeah.
Way crazy. Those
Back when
NMD,
brands, V2s,
very
all.
crazy. Yeah.
But okay, based on what I know, that you actually like sell these shoes like in the US, right?
Yeah. Mainly
so,
to US.
How do you like get the customer base in US? Because since like US also they have like much more like resellers and stuff.
So actually what I'm doing is like there's a platform in the US like StockX and Gold. They are just kind of like middlemen. Say there's someone willing to buy this shoe, and then I just offer my price, and then he accept it. So I will send to the StockX or Gold first, and then they verify the shoe lah. So then they ship it to the customer. Yeah.
Wait, but is StockX available in Malaysia right now?
Yeah. It's
It's available already.
worldwide, I guess. Yeah. It's quite a worldwide platform.
Then it's like the prices in US cheaper than what you're selling.
Not really. I think the prices in US is way
What?
better. Yeah, you can get higher payout if you sell to US lah.
Oh,
Yeah, rather than selling in Malaysia. Yeah,
I can see.
But then, like-
the currency, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But then like selling to the US, like don't you have to like give out the shipping fees, all those things to US?
Actually, it's quite expensive.
Oh,
For gold is $30 US, and StockX they reduced to $10. $10 is still quite
quite
okay lah,
okay lah,
40
yeah.
ringgit around there. Yeah. But gold is quite a bit expensive. But usually the payout on gold is quite decent lah.
I wanted to ask, right, besides the difference in shipping fee, what else make the websites different? Like, what are the differences between websites such as Goat, StockX, Crib City, and stuff like that? Yeah.
Actually, StockX is available like on website desktop. You can browse it via your computer and app. But Goat only has app right now. Yeah, so they don't have the PC mode yet. Yeah.
But like, are there like any major differences? Because like, seems like I'm pretty sure like StockX they got differentiate like, I'll say like there's like the bid and ask price, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Does
something
Goat also
like
do
that.
the same thing?
Yeah. Actually, bid is like how much a buyer willing to offer for that shoes. And then the lowest ask or lowest offer is how much a seller willing to let go lah. So usually there's a gap between there. Yeah.
Okay, so like have you really like faced like any challenges throughout this like business, especially because like since there are like so many resellers nowadays also?
Actually, yeah, because there's also some people helping others to sell to the US market lah. So there will be not just a monopoly all the way. Yeah. So by then, I maybe lost some customers. Yeah. So that's the challenges, and then it's quite tiring, I think, because you have to keep track like this pair is whose one, this pair is whose one, how much is the payout, because you must be very careful at this, right? Can't be like the total payout is $250 and then you pay him like $270. You have to be very exact in the data entry stuff lah. And I handle this by myself, so so should take some time. Sometimes we might still have to check this, check that. Yeah. So these are the challenges I face currently.
Do you normally buy the limited edition shoes online, or like you go to the store and buy it? Like you go for a queue? Yeah.
For me, I rarely go in store. Yeah, like
really?
walk in retailer, because I'm very lazy to drive out. Even though even I have backdoor news like, oh, this store is releasing this shoe, but then I just never go. Yeah, so usually I just purchase it online most of the time.
Because I saw someone like they posted like job hiring, like asking people to queue for them, and even like sign up emails, like yeah.
But at least they got pay lah, so it's still.
But at least it's quite like for me lah. Like they worry about like the people who just take a shoe and run away, disappear, something like
this one they have to handle themselves lah. Yeah.
A risk, you know. Yeah.
But usually they will pay the runner first or something like that lah. Yeah. From what I know of lah, because I rarely go in store, so I don't know much about this. Yeah.
Okay. Since like you said that you don't go in store, right? So you usually buy online. Then, do you actually like sneakerboard? Do you use sneakerboards?
Actually, this is some kind of gray area, I would say. Yeah. So I joined this some kind of gray area during last year, around there. Last year, maybe May or June, then I started to know like, oh, how do you cop faster in online? Like, what are the tips? I do bought before, but for now, I don't bought anymore or rarely. Yeah.
Then like, how do you like? Do you get a lot of pairs every drop, or you just get one?
Not really. Like, this is a very tough one. For botting is quite tough, especially in Malaysia lah, because you need to have a lot of resources, like those cards. Usually all the overseas website they ban Malaysia cards, so you have to find through lah. And then the address, like you need overseas address. Yeah, and then you need like proxy, something like data plan lah, to mask your computer. Like, yeah, you need to buy a lot of stuff. You need a lot of money to put it into sneakerboarding.
If you don't use sneaker boards, right, like how do you ensure that you get the stocks that you want? Because like, based on what I know, right, the stocks are quite limited and demanding as well. So wouldn't it be very difficult for you to get the stocks that you want to resell?
Yeah, actually, for now it's very tough because there are a lot of competitors. Yeah, there are a lot of sneaker resellers. It's harder to get a shoe at retail. So usually what I do is I just try my best. So if can get it at retail, then I just get it. If can't, then I move on and maybe try looking around Facebook groups, Discord to see like, oh, is this a good price? Should I take it? Yeah, then just judge from there.
I see.
Then have you like met any friends are selling sneakers? And then like
actually,
you change the platforms or anything. Your thoughts?
Actually I met quite a lot of person, good and bad. Yeah. So
what's
it's
the
actually
bad?
You know what? They just do friends with you for the sake of, or next time you sell me for a better price, something like that. Just take advantage of you. But it's normal lah. Yeah, it's normal lah.
True. It's like something very normal in business, right?
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, so you ask for discounts and stuff like that.
It's normal lah.
So like just now, actually, you did mention that like your customers, like you have like a little bit drop in customers because like there's more competitors, right? So actually, your customers, are they like your like your long-term plots, or like just like a one-time thing, like a one-time buying thing?
Actually, quite a lot of them are long term lah. They just WhatsApp me, oh, I want to sell this, then I just help them to list on stock as good. Yeah, then I just handle it for them lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Did your parents know about it, that you are selling sneakers?
Yeah, so actually when I first started, I just asked them to borrow me money lah, because you need some money to start out.
Mm.
And then what I do is like each month I pay some interest back to them. Yeah. Yeah, so you cannot be like, okay, you loan me 10,000 ringgit, but then I don't give you anything each month, right? So I just pay interest back to them, and it's way better than bank, so they accept it as well.
Oh, okay, they did the calculation.
Not bad, not bad. The fact that you even pay them back in interest is quite amazing. Based on what I know, a lot of people, they just like borrow and then pretend pura-pura, then don't have already,
Yeah.
Just trying to do not want to put too much burden to my parents lah, because they pay so much. So just try my best to help them as well.
Like, do you have like any plans to like expand this business kind of thing? Like, like get more stocks and then maybe one day become an ISTHMUS yourself?
At the moment, no, because I'm currently studying in China University. Once I get the notice, I will just go to China to study for maybe 3 years something. So at the moment, look, I'm okay with what I'm doing now. Yeah, but in the future, let's see lah.
But you're still gonna continue doing it in China, like you're not gonna stop it?
It depends lah, because actually the reason I joined this field, the main reason is just about money lah. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, about money. So maybe from China there I found some business and then learn more stuff about business, e-commerce, and then I have a better way to make more money. Then I think I won't be continue doing this, I guess.
So you have plan on China, like which company or?
Yeah, actually I'm studying under the Alibaba Business School, so I can't wait to go there to explore a lot more things lah, and see what I can learn from there. Yeah.
I see. Oh, I didn't know like they have like university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, like those China big companies, they have their own university. They even have like their own cities or something like that, right? Like I know, like Huawei got their own city, like they got even their own residences, their own university, everything. They even have their. It's like something like that, basically, but in a much larger scale.
It's much bigger.
Yeah. And it's crazy the amount of people there.
Yeah.
Like, it's
So
really crazy.
yeah, you're still young and just go and explore lah. So
Yeah.
It's
That's a
about
good mindset. Yeah.
Just curious, do you have more local customers or international customers buying the shoes that you resell?
I think ever since I got accepted as a seller on Good and StockX, I register an account. I sell my shoes mainly to the platform. Yeah, so it's more international wise lah.
Oh, international. Nice.
Local wise, still got a bit, but rarely lah. Yeah.
I see.
Are you plan to like sell your account away after this?
Oh, you mean the
Like because your account is verified, right? Yeah.
Actually, I'm quite happy about this also. Like, I built up this server which has 1,000-something members, and then what if one day I travel to China already for my studies, and who gonna take over? What kind of stuff? So I'm still planning lah. Maybe find someone to take over, and then just help me to maintain it, and then still under planning lah, because I don't know when I'm going there yet.
Then you might need to find someone who is trustable,
This is very sensitive. Because a lot of money involved inside.
Yeah.
True. But actually, talking about just now the server you saying, what is it really about?
It's like a Discord server lah. Like inside the server, you can know how can I help you to sell it to go to store X. Yeah, and then you can check the prices there, your payout there. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Like, have you ever got scammed after you buy the shoes that you want to resell?
Yeah, I think once. Yeah, I think I turned out once before. Yeah, the shoe.
What was the main reason behind it? Like,
I never do legit check properly the shoe. Yeah, and then the shoe was fake lah. So actually, then I approached to the seller, and then he's okay with refund lah. So I just ship back the shoe to him.
He's okay.
He paid me back.
Actually, can we?
Yeah, it depends lah. Like, if he don't want to refund, then no choice lah, because it's at his own choice, I think.
Yeah, but in fact, with that,
actually, few days before, when I do my payout to the customer, I transfer to the wrong bank account.
Okay.
Around 900 ringgit, and then I just went to the police station and then do the report, and then I go to the bank lah. Then the bank approached the wrong account lah that I transferred to the guy, and then he's okay with transferring back to me. Yeah.
That one is very lucky. Yeah.
Then I just say you transfer me back like 850 lah, 50 ringgit for your kindness, because I never check properly lah. I mistyped a bank account number, and then I never see the name, and then the transaction went through.
So the moment you figure out you got scammed, right? It's before you sell it to the customers, or what? Or after you sell it to
I sell it to customers and then just settle it. Yeah, and then I refund my customer first because it's my fault He buy from me. You settle with him. So I just refund him, and then other things I settle myself
Responsible seller.
Yeah. Because reputation is very important especially if you want to do long-termly. Yeah.
True.
But just not talking about like the one that you got scammed, like the fake right? Like the seller who sold to you, did he even know that it was a fake?
I don't think so. Yeah, so it's just accident, I think.
Then how you found out like it's fake one?
Then my customers check around, maybe it's sent to the legit check, and then found fake. So from there, then I just
let you do it.
Just if you want to do it as side hustle, just do it lah. There's nothing wrong, I guess, because people selling houses, these necessities, so it's okay to sell stickers. I guess.
Talking about that, I saw your IG post or story.
People might have different opinion but just do what you like lah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. It's not illegal.
Then, like, what are the advices and techniques that that you would like to tell the beginners who are really interested to do shoe retailing? Yeah. Can you give like some advices and suggestions?
Check around the market prices first and then just buy it from there. Don't buy it at the peak price point, because at first I started, I actually lost some money because I don't know much about the value, and then just buy, and then no choice, I have to let go at a loss. Yeah.
I see.
Okay. So since we really talked a lot about your side hustle already, so now we're gonna talk just sneakers. Alright?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you actually have a collection?
Maybe a few pairs. Yeah, because I can't persuade myself to spend so much on sneakers. Yeah, actually, it's very I'm doing this, but then I'm not willing to spend like so much on a sneaker. Just like you are, I don't actually buy a lot of so-called hype stuff. So even if I earn some money and then I just bring out my family, go outside, eat some good food, then yeah, just shopping, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, because I don't want to spend so much on this material stuff lah.
So even though if you find a pair of sneakers that you really like, but you wouldn't spend too much money on it if it's very expensive.
How much budget
I
on
see.
willing to spend this thing?
Yeah, what's your
I
budget?
think
Right.
around 500 to 600 for
Same as
around
you. Same
there.
as you, Christina.
Around there, yeah.
500 to 600. What can you get? I
There's a
don't
lot of
think
nice shoes lah, but not
Yeah.
like A Jordan
Not the hype
or
ones.
slipper lah. Yeah,
So,
maybe just shoes you can, and as long as it's comfortable, you like it. Then yeah,
Okay, but talking about like, let's say you're willing to spend 500 on a shoe, SBs are like, Nike SBs are like below 400, right? Retail,
yeah,
but resale is 1,000 plus, right?
yeah.
So would you still wear them? Would you still
Actually,
wear
I
them?
think I caught a pair of SB Dunk, like the Panda black and white one.
Oh.
I like it a lot, but the pair is at Singapore, so I'm still deciding whether just to sell it over there or ship it back to Malaysia.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the profit is there,
Yeah.
so
I
yeah.
had
About 4 times,
yeah.
right? The
Around?
value
Yeah.
now is how much?
I think it worth about 1,000 something, I guess. 1,000 something.
Yeah. 400 become 1,000 something.
Yeah, so I just put it there first lah.
Okay. But okay, since just now like you said that you wouldn't like want to spend so much on sneakers, right? Then do you still have like do you still have like a top 3 ideal pair you want like next time, like maybe you're like
Yeah.
damn rich already, then you just want like a top 3 pair. Yeah. What would it be?
I have 2 only. One I mentioned just now is the Panda Dunk lah.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is the Easy Wave Runner. That one I like it a lot.
Wave Runner.
Yeah, I like it a lot lah, that one. So maybe just these 2 pairs lah for the moment that I wish to buy.
But just these 2 are nothing like those.
The moment these 2.
Not even the grills. Not even the off-white tans.
Not really. These 2 I really like it a lot. Very classic. I like it.
Very low-key kind of person.
Yeah.
A bit surprising from a reseller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then like is there like any most memorable pair that you own or like you sold one?
Yeah. The first pair that I sold, a Jordan Gym Red, I think. That
Gym Red.
started my whole resale journey lah. The first pair, I will never forget the first pair. And then the other pair is SB Dunk, Strange Love. Yeah.
Oh, you caught the Strange Love.
I actually used a board to call it when I was in Langkawi on a vacation way back then. Yeah.
okay.
Way back.
The
Then
Strange Love.
that's my own size also, so I quite regret that I sold it.
But you sold it when it was peak or when it was not peak?
I already paid around 2,000. The market is
But still 2,000.
Yeah, but
Strange Love is crazy high now,
so
Yeah.
What's the market price now?
3,000 something, I guess.
Yeah.
3,000.
There.
But your retail is like how much? 400 is it?
Something. Yeah.
400.
Yeah, actually I hold it quite a bit already for like, I put it in my room for like 3 months and then a buyer just offered me and then I just sold it.
What
And
is
then
it?
after a few weeks, yeah, and then it started to rise in value. Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually
Do you
talking
regret
about
about it?
Yeah, confirm regret. 100%.
You regret selling it earlier, or you regret like not keeping it for yourself?
I think regret not keeping it because actually it's quite nice. I want to store it as collection one.
Oh, it's a
It's
collection.
okay, but you wish buy again.
See how it goes.
But
I saw
like,
there's a lot of you behind you.
Actually, these are Pokemon cards, and then this is like the shoes I'm buying. The others are around the living room lah, outside my room because my room is quite small.
oh, so you also collect Pokemon cards, so
Yeah,
Yes.
I just open for fun and then some I just sell it lah.
wow.
You sell it also. Wow.
Yeah.
It was a trend last year, right? Everyone opening trading
Yeah.
cards also.
Now also quite crazy. I think even
it's
like still crazy. The community wise is quite big. As Pokemon compared to sneakers, I think both around same level. I think.
Oh, okay.
Then there are people even selling those NBA cards. I think
Yeah.
those virtual and a lot of stuff lah.
But actually, just now you did mention that, like, you know, like the sneaker, like the value it rises up, right? So, do you actually like know why it rises up?
Actually, this is very hard to predict. Yeah, I think for generally like those Air Jordan 1, it will rise long term, no matter what. But majority is depends on the colorway and yeah, the demand for it. But it will rise long termly lah. Just that how long it takes. Yeah.
But I mean, okay, like maybe Nike ones are they will rise up, but talking about like Yeezys, look at Zebra from
Yeah,
3K
actually-
to 1.4K
Yeah.
within 3 years, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's quite dead right now. So what happened is people buying the Yeezys for like 990, and then some people even selling like below retail, like 900, 950. Yeah. So if you're a beginner, don't go all in for Yeezy lah. I suggest.
Another tip.
Go all in for Yeezy.
Then which kind of sneakers do you make the most profit from? Yeah.
Like maybe the series, like
Yeah,
which series?
Should be the SB Dunk Strange Love, and maybe a few Jordan, I think. But most profit I think should be the Strange Love lah.
Strange.
But Air Jordans, like, are those like, you know, the normal colorways one, or is it like Travis's, or like
Some collab of Jordan, yeah, the prices are around 400, 500 USD lah, I think.
okay, AJ1 highs or AJ1 mids?
Highs. Mids
Oh.
and low actually their price is way better in China platform lah.
But I know a lot of people hate on AJ1 mids lah. I'm not even sure why, but China platforms AJ1 mids are quite popular.
Mids and lows are more get better payout lah in China platform. But one thing is the shipping to China takes some time, and then they are very strict on the quality control lah. Like even some small scratches here and there, they won't will let you pass the authentication.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And after the cotton stuff, actually the prices dip quite a bit, like 200 yuan, something like that lah.
Okay.
Have you discovered any stickers that is potential?
This one cannot lah. Later I suggest you want to buy that, but then the value, do not increase, then you all come and shoot me already. I think you can, mostly you may take StockX as reference lah, for the benchmark. Yeah.
So you use the StockX X2 as a reference.
StockX or good around there lah, to check like how much is a good entry point. Then I just buy it from the budget around there.
Do you follow like any IG pages like where they do review or like predicted budgets?
Yeah.
Are those accurate?
The sneakers drop quite accurate. Yeah, because it's one of my friends as well. So yeah, it's actually quite good, his info. Yeah, so yeah. Actually, if you do long termly, like you have been in this community for a while, you will know agak-agak how much will the value is the value. Agak-agak you will know one.
But then like agak-agak like you see like Jordan 1 sometimes it might go above thousands. But like you see like the Jordan 1 PSG, it was very low, right?
Yeah.
And the colorway is not bad also.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but
yeah, it's quite nice actually.
yeah, maybe you can cop that. Now also people selling in retail.
You better buy it before you rise if you wanna buy now.
Yeah, but actually I've also been actually thinking about doing it, but just think that because like you also said right, you need quite a huge capital to start off also, because takkan like you just every time just wait for that one drop, yeah, too slow already.
Too slow. Like if you do like that, it takes some time so maybe eventually not worth it, because if you divide like the earnings to like the time you spend, yeah, so you have to calculate from there
If there's an option, will you still choose this career as your side hustle?
Yes, because it makes money and I make some friends. Yeah, and then I enjoy the community although nowadays it's quite toxic inside this community. Yeah, but you will make some good people as in those who can talk heart to heart one. Yeah, people like that.
Yeah, all for the culture.
Yeah, it's actually quite good meeting these people.
Then do you still like follow like any sneaker trends right now? Like I'm pretty sure like like there are different drops every day. Let's say we just talk about Nike sneakers or sneakers app. Every day there's like different drops. So like do you just maybe specifically follow like SBs right now and maybe AJs? Like do you even follow like NX1s or like Kyrie's or anything?
It depends because nowadays there's a lot of drops. It just keep dropping. People move on very quickly. Like if I took an L here move on now, still got next drop. A lot of drop waiting for me. So actually I've been I stopped copying Nike. Yeah, because it hurts my mental a lot. Keep losing and then just I give up. I rather like buy it low from other people and then I just sell it off. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually see a lot of people like they're just willing to like earn for that 20 or 30 unit. Like when because they just want to clear it earlier, right?
Yeah, no choice because it's not worth the time you keep.
Okay, then I'm pretty sure you've heard the 20 Off-White X Nike, right? SBs. Do you think by the time Nike SBs will still be a trend?
Confirm sold out.
Confirm sold out. But the colorways is like a lot, but it seems
maybe a few will do well but most likely I think will be sold out due to a lot of sneakers bought. Yeah, actually the botting scene is quite wide people around the world buying boards from China, US, Australia, and those boards can be like up to 5,000 to 7,000 USD. Yeah.
5,000 to 7,000 USD.
Around it for those like good tires one.
Oh, okay. But I mean the boards that I know also is just the basic ones like TSBs, all those.
TSB is quite very popular in Malaysia because it's like mainly focused on Nike sneakers. Yeah.
Okay. But like the ones that you thought like those that are like 5,000 USDs, those are not like the mainstream kind of boards. Like those are like specialized boards.
Those supports a lot of other retailers like Foot Locker in US, EU, something like that. Yeah. But as I said earlier, you need a lot of resources. So
Then like have you ever encountered this situation where your expenses is more than the profit of shoe retailing?
this one confirm got kena before. Confirm need to 撞墙 a bit and then this one is for sure.
Maybe you can share your experience here so that like the beginners or maybe other professionals won't repeat the same mistake and stuff.
Mostly it's like buying at too high lah. The entry point was too high, and then the shoe value didn't go well. So then you have to decide lah. Like you have to check, see your cash flow. Like if you urgently need money, then you need to sell it off and then take a loss. Yeah, but then maybe like a few months time you will start to know how do you manage.
So still you need to like have a lot of experience. You need to go through lots of experience only. Okay, I see.
It's like you need to go to school for class and then you get a cert like that, something like that. Yeah, you need to put in effort and time.
When you buy the shoe, did you have like bet the price to go up like that?
Actually, for me, I actually check like what are the payouts like. Yeah, and then maybe I just lower a bit the budget, say like 850, maybe I lower to 800, something like that, just to keep my wallet safe lah. Yeah, but then if like I believe this will be a good pair to store, then see how it goes on. Then I just make a decision from there. This kind of virtual stuff. Actually, people are quite crazy about this. Like something like NBA Top Shot, I believe, it's like a virtual pack, something like that. Something like those CS:GO skins lah. Actually, I think my friend invested around 3,000 USD inside, and then the return was like 30k USD something.
For Topps card, like the TOPBS, that Topps card, right?
Just like pack, something like CS:GO skin like that, something like virtual style skin, and then the moments like that.
You know, like there's a lot of guys, they treat their sneakers like it's their baby, to the extent that they are willing to walk barefoot under the rain just to protect their sneakers. So like, is there any tips on how to protect them?
You can buy something like sole protector. Basically, it sticks on the sole, then prevent it to get dirty. For the water part, to anti-water part, actually there's a spray where you spray around the shoes and then
To prevent it.
Yeah, to prevent it dirty.
What if your sneakers got dirty and like, is there any tips to clean them?
Because I actually use toothpaste, to clean my
Really?
sneakers. Legit. I used to clean my sneakers with toothpaste and it actually works lah. But then if let's say you didn't remove the dirt for too long, right, then it won't be very effective. Yeah.
So what I recommend
legit, you can try.
Yeah, it's like sending to those stores lah. They have this shoe cleaning service. Actually, I sent before, is really clean. Yeah, the before and after picture I compare is very clean.
Yeah, they use like a lot of methods and tricks, like
Yeah,
got UV lights,
but
a lot of things.
30 RM around there.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth it if like your sneakers are really valuable. Like you wear those on rotation one, then no point.
Then you see after cleaning also happy. I think somewhere uni nearby got one.
Yeah, I know. I forgot what's the name really.
Yeah.
I have one shoe is like kena water, then the color started like become very old.
That one not sure you can save.
I cannot save anymore.
Not sure, not too sure.
You especially
That
not
one
water,
is
right?
like the normal normal material. I don't know. I feel like I just touch it lah. But
What shoe is
yeah,
it?
damn bad lah. Cannot.
No, what shoe is it?
I think it's Kendo.
Oi, Kenzo.
Ask those people like they do customize the shoe to help you maybe can save back lah. Because
Only that lah. There's no other.
because the color start to
Yeah, but then I just kena water already. Like oh my god,
you need
damn
to go to
bad.
the shop. You need to go to the shop and complain. Why kena water then the color become like this
Bad.
already?
What water first? Like you step on the road that water. Yeah lah, step on the road that water lah. That's why next time you need to bring plastic bag. Then you wrap your shoe in plastic bag. Then you walk in the rain. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that time I went to China to travel, then I was like, okay lah, whatever, I just wear it lah. Yeah. GG.
Go tour cannot bring nice shoes and bring your beat up shoes only. Your daily rotation.
Some people already bring plastic bag to protect. They put it outside and tie it.
Last time I actually did that
Yeah.
because Vapor Max, you know Vapor Max, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one pain and that one that one like bubble and that one. I legit need protect that one. Yeah, I legit do that last time. Now I don't do it. Okay, so thank you so much, Kien Siang, for like agreeing to like appear on our podcast today. And it's definitely like we learn so much about like the sneaker culture. So before we end this, do you like want to say anything to our viewers? Like give them like a last piece of advice, you know, or anything, just anything in general.
Okay. So thank you guys for having me here. It's actually my first time doing podcast also. So if I say anything wrong, so just
no worries.
So
No worries.
actually, you're still young, just try it out lah. But then you need to play it safe lah. So just try and survey the market around. Don't overbuy the price and just be a good seller because reputation is definitely very important in this community. So that's all from me lah. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yay.
Let in the FX. Okay. So before we end this, I'm just gonna like give Kien Siang a shout out. So the link is in the description, alright? And he got his IG and free to join his Discord server. Like feel free to join his Discord server if you're interested in doing this. Yeah, and that's it. Ciao.
Okay.
Bye guys.
Okay,
Thank you,
ciao,
guys.
ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, ciao.
When you were born to shine, you were born to shine. There's been times when I thought about giving up, but I never did.